It is your choice to believe that it was your luck to interact with a 74-year-old person.
Yes.
That was,
Genius person, not only 74 years
yeah,
old.
definitely is. So I'm wondering about the destiny of you. So whose destiny is going to change really first?
Maybe mine. It's mine.
Wonderful, wonderfully creative answer.
Yes.
So this is an evidence for me uh, that I am not wrong in my choice.
Thank you, doctor.
Of course, I am very cool. I can also admit that it was not. Was it my choice? No. It was. I don't think it was my choice. There is no need of it actually. If I am to choose it, because even when I was talking to you, as if directed by my double, for a few minutes and in between also, I doubted whether you really comprehend what I said, or how come this lady is eligible to listen to all these things. Eligible, not in a negative sense. Am I talking to? I normally I know the entire education background at least. You are a BCom,
Yes.
a commerce graduate where language is not at all important. Rather, your language is numbers. Here the language is, the numbers of language here is words and ideas. And that they are the greatest topic even in the world, philosophy. That's why every ultimate degree is Doctor of Philosophy. Even if your subject is chemistry, biology, sciences, etc., or whether your education is in literature, poetry, etc., the ultimate degree is philosophy, Doctor of Philosophy, PhD meaning Doctor of Philosophy. I have worked at 2 doctoral things in my life, on top subjects. Of course, that's also not the work of me. It was the choice of the double. Normally, it is very difficult to get admission for doctoral process work. Because the guide has to choose you. Doctoral work is always done under a guide.
Guide, yeah.
Guide is more critical. So a guide has to accept you, then only you can go. It is not like you apply and get admission by what you call examination grades. And here in my case, my own head of the department called me and compelled me to do research, which actually changed my life also, which I told you, I suppose.
Yes.
Creativity of undergraduates in schools. Since then, I am a researcher in creativity. Way back from 1972. But I completed my understanding about all those things even before 2000, but still, even now, I am in that domain. I am in the domain of now creating human beings.
Creating.
They're all about to creativity or something else. They're all still studying creativity only. Even the topmost researchers in the world are currently studying what is creativity. I am creating new selves, I am creating geniuses in people. So I am not only a researcher, I do what I research. I am a doer of that research also. I know so many PhDs in creativity who cannot even write a single piece of poetry. They have done research, beautiful research, but that's only knowing. I am talking about the doing.
Doing.
Yeah. But I have done the doing of a knowing, which I also do. Evidenced by what I talk,
Yes.
evidenced by any one of my books, evidenced by the clear role of the double in my life. evidenced by the fact that I just do not own anything of whatever I have done. That means I understand the invariant of creation. It is not done by the you. As simple as that. Your beauty is increasing every hour you are sitting there, you know that? Your expressions have changed a lot in the last 1 hour.
Thank you,
Evidence,
Doctor.
it is being recorded. You are blooming with understanding, Ashwini. Your cheeks, your eyes, everything has changed.
Unknowingly, I'm getting that self-confidence more.
Very good. That means you have done a good work of translating whatever you understood from whatever you heard from me.
Yes.
It's at least 5 years I have I don't know, 3 years somewhere, maybe roughly 2 years after I have ever talked like this.
Okay.
I used to talk like this for minimum 3 hours with a question answer, and good, definitely. Every Saturday for about close to 2 years to a group of chosen 9 people through the Google Meet.
Okay.
Every Saturday from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And often it goes beyond 11 o'clock. And Amay and Mandra were participants in that also.
Mm.
And I am talking like that now to a single person.
Single person.
You know, the greatest training, is with one person. I often ask this question to a lot of trainers. What is the ideal number of trainees in the greatest training? 9, 20, 15, 100, 1000, different answers. And they seem that they don't accept my question properly. What a silly question, kind of a thing. I said,
But
come
in
on.
that silly
I
question
said,
also there will be some...
then I said, I'm talking about the greatest. Okay. And nobody said. Then I made options. Nobody said. The answer is one.
one.
And I don't keep records in my mind or anything. There, in my memory, there is only one another person who has trained so exclusively. He is now the third time chosen CEO and one of the most wonderful leaders in the world. Everybody else was part of 2 people, 3 people, or some training program in the company. So I am talking about people with me. Then 3 or 4 other people were for about 1 year, like that. I mean, every one of them is in real wonderful records of performance doing. Or doing something which they would never have done otherwise. Had they not, they're all highly qualified people also. Most of them BTech and all that. But perhaps they may have reached the top positions also. But here, these people have reached the top position because of my training. My training meaning the training happened to them through me. They are also one way or the other lucky, but most of them do not seem to consider like that. Sometimes I feel funny about that because after such a level of training, they are not seemingly able to understand what is the source of all that difference. That I consider as an indirect measure of their own, my own inability to train them fully also. Because my training did not go to that level where they can be that much self-aware, that much capable of deciding what is right and wrong, correct and incorrect for in one's own existence.
But perseverance should be there.
Something in this person, this other me is once in a while demanding for certain gratitude from the side. All right.
Yes.
And I wonder, I was not able to induce that in them. Because that was not my motive. Actually, I don't care. No, that's a different issue. But I indirectly wonder. No, you are a teacher, you're walking through the school children coming across you, and all right, that kind of a situation.
Yes.
So, why should I talk about unnecessary things? Sorry. That is not connected with the training. I know which sentence is going away. Many things you may have thought why this sentence is important here. But I know it is important. Because they are all scaffolding. I told you, without scaffolding, no construction is possible. That's why these people end up sometimes thinking that God is that scaffolding for the world. Okay, whatever they name, I don't care. But that scaffolding is this primary nature process where every existence is made possible. So that scaffolding is within us. That is training. Or creating scaffolding is the essence of training. I am defining training today to the world through this video. That the core of training is in creating what I define as the scaffolding in the intelligence, intellect, mind, then body, and then spirit. Then that scaffolding will create all the required understanding for itself. It will know from where what materials to be taken. It is not a normal scaffolding made of bamboo stuff. So it is live scaffolding. It is highly sensitive scaffolding. I don't have to train you in your eyesight, okay? Okay, if it is in trouble, I will give you Rasvara. But the marvelous magic of that eye is your power, your engine. I only have to reset and restructure it, only tune the guitar. Just tune it and leave it. But when you are so kind of assessing the variables in the network, why she is here? There's a reason. There must be a reason. Why Varshini is here, in such a place, in such a person's place, in a place where Mantra Rishika and Amaya Rajarishi are also living. It is an extraordinary space.
Yes.
So, and she is moving around. There. And she is the only one person
Yes.
who has had that luck ever since I started this, of that age. Only one person of that age used to do of this kind. There were others, but they were boys and they did not stay here. I wanted you to stay here in order to with considering the possibility that this training also may be required. That's why. Others come here, just sometimes I may do an initiation in the form of doing an asyam, which can also be done, but we have decided not to do for her. It is for 6 days. And I could have even before purchased all these items and I could have. I never had that idea. Anyway, I said I could have arranged all these herbs then also and made all these things and given to you and then asked you to go the next day. I could smell the possibility of this. As a word that says it. Not consciously.
Yeah, the spirit within you would have.
Yeah, made. So that will be recorded. And I also thought that it will be a good experience for Mandara Rishika also. Because she gets the rare opportunity at that age to deal with such a complex process which even her so-called master is a failure. We're not successful yet. But that I don't say, because all this resonance, I told you in the very beginning that it may take even 3 years. But I am talking from my own side. I am not happy with the results as now. Mandara is trying to experiment with that also. Mandara is bloody unique magic, She is trying to chase me and get me, escape from the trouble. So she would come and say positive things, and when negative things, when I am sort of disturbed, she will say something to do a therapy for me. What a wonderful girl you are, Vashini. Oh. Very strange, mysterious, true. How to tame this girl? Yeah, the mother, the unique mother goddess is there. Mata Pita Guru Devam. You are her father. No, there is no father or mother. That's all social definitions, You are the entity under whose charge this girl has been delivered into this world. Why? That is the greatest test for you, Ashini.
Because God knows I have that
Exactly.
ability
Exactly.
to tame that child.
Exactly.
To make that child to live in this society.
Precisely. Existence is a test for everyone. Not only everyone, every entity in this world, even for the elephants and the tigers and the leopards and all that, it's a game to be managed every day. Okay, what is the other? Anything else here to discuss in today's topic? Topics are also good, not controlled by me. It's all the work of the double. But I do justice to what the double tells me, that's all. And because I can do it.
Yes.
Like Ashwini is given to you because you can only liberate that Atma from the cage of whatever you name. It's a cage. And you are also the physical reason for the scaffolding of that cage.
Yeah.
And only you can do it, Ashwini. Only somebody who stays with her there can do it.
Yes, that is true.
But that is impossible. Why should it be? When there is a test, candidate is there, mother. So let her do it. It is for your discovery, potential discovery of enlightenment. I would say nothing else less than that. You are a female entity, quite eligible for enlightenment destiny. I am saying. I am sure you understand at least the tip of the iceberg of the
Yes,
word.
doctor. Yeah.
That's the kind of crucible in which you were tested. In a crucible where the iron is melt.
What? Yeah.
Iron and metal things will be melt by applying heat, and in the crucible only these things were kept.
Yes.
Yes, it's so. My track of life is so unique that I come across people like you.
Very true, doctor. Maybe God has chosen me to come here to take the training from you rather than bringing Vashini here. This was more essential, I feel.
Definitely, because theoretically she is your daughter, but you were born much first, at least 20 years senior to her, right?
Yes.
You are also a unique entity that is born into that kind of a family. Ordinary entities will not get born in that family,
Yes.
positively or negatively.
Negatively.
And you are not born into that at that core level because your father was different.
Yes.
Actually, even before a child is born, even that child's father and mother was already born. It's a fact only, okay?
Howdo. Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Impossible otherwise. So they have had that destiny. Somehow destiny-wise they were connected with the formation of this particular child. Don't take it negatively.
No.
That means this child is not theirs also. Your child is not so-called your child. Ashwini cannot conceive, only the work of the body it is. Okay? In other words, no so-called human female can conceive a child. It is the work of their bodies and their physiology. Am I right?
Yes.
So, your child is not so-called your child. It is some spirit that happened to find the space in the opening you provided by a meeting at the core level with a man. The nature process was operating. Nobody can take a university degree on how to do sexual intercourse.
True.
Not even animals need training.
No need. Yeah.
So that program opened there. At what point of time, what kind of a father body, so-called man's body and mother's body interacting? People say God is mysterious. They just don't understand their God even. That is the wonder of this universe. Every moment is completely clearly linked. Rather, I said that newborn infant is a work of the art of that one moment as the man had a sexual instinct. By that time and day of the possession of the universe, planetary possession of this planet Earth I am talking about, not the conventional astrological things which Usha talks about. Planet was its own energy configuration, Even accordingly, I would say many man and woman just does not know when to do the so-called sexual intercourse. When every cat knows, every dog knows, every bird knows. Because man is mostly the initiator. The butterfly is the initiator, the flower is the receiver. So, in general, let us say, theoretically, if the man is the initiator, at what great moment or at what stupid moment he had this intent to open the gates to a woman? He has been just like, I'm sorry to use the word, I'm just fucking a woman. That must have been his mindset.
That would be his mindset. Yeah.
With no respect and wonder for that marvelous thing lying there,
Yes.
which is a planet's creating agent. No man in the history of humanity can deliver a child or conceive a child. And that wonderful act is done by the marvelous magic of the female figure. That's why the female is definitely one step above the male. Some other people say a man can go beyond and transcend all these things and fly, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Therefore, the male is super. But that male was nevertheless, okay, born inside the flesh of a female only.
Yes.
These people use the word he to refer to God. All these people, okay? They don't talk about a she.
She.
There must have been a bloody she, I am telling. I use the word bloody she who conceived the so-called God if it was a he.
Yes.
Then they will say, our God is, in India, this is Swayambhu, came itself. From wherever it came, that was the womb, okay? That was the female.
That's a female energy again.
Of course. A female is not the breast and the beauty and elegance of the body. No.
Womb.
That is what is external. Her entity does not have any of these things. She is a marvelous tool of the universe process through which so-called drama is bloody celebrated here, okay? No man in general has the guts to interact with the real female. She is that powerful. And that power is originally the female. And you see, throughout history, that power has been suppressed so ridiculously. Same is happening in the universe of your home.
Yes.
Vis-a-vis Varshini. But it is a matter of coincidence. The man is so-called physically strong, blah, 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 goes to the forest and cuts the animals and brings in food and protection to this very female deity. Even he is doing all that hard work actually for her only. That itself should make him think that after all I am working for her. When the females, a lot of females complain that I am sitting at home doing nothing. There's a big great guy, her husband working outside for her.
She has to celebrate that.
You know,
Yeah.
whether a big politician or a big whatever or a big what you call industry man, whatever it is, he has been basically working for that manager only, who is very silently observing all those things and pretending to take a comfortable role. In which way a version is different, do you think?
Yes. Same way she is also doing.
At a masterly level. Your laughter shows your understanding. when challenging me, you just imagine. Just imagine what I was feeling.
A person like Mantra Rishika, person like you.
So I want to say, you are also partly responsible for the creation of her, directly or indirectly, knowingly or unknowingly.
Unknowingly.
Mostly unknowingly, of course.
Yeah.
You were a very innocent person even when your child was 10 years old.
Yes. Recently, from past 5-6 years, I would be having that confidence of interacting with people.
Don't make any calculations. You only talked about a big idea, flow with the time. Flow. But flow.
Yes.
I flow. So you should also flow.
I definitely flow. I will not stop. If I stop, I'll become stagnant. I don't want that.
Exactly. So now you have a major project.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to give a name for that. Do it very uniquely. So start discovering a title for that and then start the project report also planning.
Sure.
Our project is entering the fortress of Varshini and kill the enemy.
Okay.
Kill the enemy meaning
Doctor, instead of kill the animal, enlightening that animal would be nice.
that's a beautiful point. Appreciate it. Cheta. Really appreciate it. That shows my training is working. Already working. Agreed? Yeah.
Thank you, doctor.
All right. So that's the end of this interest.
Sure, doctor.
Coming to a proper conclusion. Agreed?
Yes, doctor.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good night.
Good night, doctor. Thank you so much.
This is on the 11th of September 2024, Genius Choice Institute. I appreciate Ashini for her confidence and courage to agree this to be recorded, video recorded. That itself is a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
All right.